So yesterday, a bunch of content creators and community builders released a ton of gameplay and information about their play sessions from Assassin's Creed Mirage. Now in this video, I'm just going to be breaking down the first section from the beginning of Mirage and going over some cool new elements, as well as what I think about the overall gameplay. So without further ado, let's just jump straight into the video. Now the first section of gameplay that people released was called the Master Thief of Anbar, and in this we can actually see that Basim isn't in any assassin attire whatsoever. Now presuming this is at the beginning of the game where we know Basim will start off as a street thief and Roshan will find him and induct him into the Brotherhood. Now I believe this sort of section slash mission will then lead into us going to Alamut. Now as we know, Alamut is a location in the game that the assassins call home, and that is where we will be going through our training and of course completing missions and meeting some very cool new side characters. And of course one thing we first see is that you can pet the cat in Mirage. Can you pet dogs? Who knows? That's something we were going to find out as soon as the game is released. As we then progress on through the gameplay, the main objective for Basim is to steal the ledger. Now we do see that detection and guards will become suspicious and they will investigate the area if you are spotted, but of course we can crouch in tall vegetation to become harder to detect. Now these different types of assassinations are back in the game. Of course you can do it from tall grass. If you don't have any weapons on, you will then use your fists. You can do it from hay bales, you can do it from corners, you can do it from benches. You can pretty much assassinate anyone from anywhere, which is great, and it's good to see that finally back in the game. Assassin's Creed Mirage is taking a very big step into the stealth element for the Assassin's Creed games. As we know, in the previous RPG titles, Valhalla, Odyssey, and perhaps even Origins, stealth was put to the side in favor of these outlandish fighting weapons and fire abilities and all that stuff. But going over it and looking at the gameplay and speaking to some creators, it really does seem that Mirage will push you back into the form of, no, you are going to have to stealth this or you will die. Basim seems to have a very low health bar, meaning yes, if you did get attacked more than twice, you may end up dying, meaning stealth is a core element within this title. We do have a bunch of tools, but I'm going to be making another video about that tomorrow, going over the tools and the upgrade system within Mirage. But overall, Basim's movements and abilities as this apprentice are very much reminiscent from the older games. Yes, there are still elements from Valhalla, and we are just going to have to get used to that. The game is running on Valhalla's engine because it was supposed to be a Valhalla DLC. Now, they could have just went back to basics and over the years maybe developed a new engine for this, but of course, with it already being pre-developed, maybe they just didn't have the time, and honestly, I'm okay with that. All of what we're seeing now is a good indication of what is to come in the future of Assassin's Creed. We just need to make this game the biggest launch possible so that Ubisoft can see that we do want this. And of course, as we mentioned before, Alamut. Now, A New Beginning is another mission title where we have to follow Roshan. Now, presuming this takes place after a few tutorial missions, but this is essentially it. We are going to the home of assassins, and Basim does have his apprentice robes on, so perhaps this is where we get inducted into the Brotherhood. It is a beautiful location for Assassin's Creed fans, and one that has such historical reference within this game series. Now, yes, you will be able to visit Alamut whenever you want, meaning players will be able to explore this location to their heart's content. Now, of course, you will be completing a ton of side missions and main missions from this location. I mean, how else would Basim become the master assassin we see him as in Valhalla? Now, will there be a major action set piece taking place here at the end of the game? That is to be seen, but I for one am excited to finally get my hands on the game and visit this location for the first time. It's going to be cool, and honestly, I hope there are a ton of cool secrets within this location. And speaking about stealth, pickpocketing is back in the game in the form of this little mini activity you have to do, which is honestly good because if you fail it, perhaps they will shout towards a guard and then you will get a wanted level. You will get a notoriety level for Basim, meaning you will have to tear down some posters, maybe bribe some guards, or just kill them and outrun them to make it so you can still roam around the city and the rooftops without having to worry about some pesky guards trying to shoot you down. Speaking about combat, Mirage's combat system has evolved from what we know about it from Valhalla. Now, of course, thanks to Andy Reloads for letting me use his gameplay as well as Rhino Bouncer. A link to them will be in the description down below. Now, in his video and their gameplay content, you can see a clear parry option. Now, if you successfully parry an incoming attack, it breaks the opponent's guard and allows you to restore some stamina. That's great, that's cool, sort of reminds me of Unity in that combat way, but there's also an insta-kill button. Now if you parry it and you press RB, you will instantly kill the guards. Now this is great, I'm glad this is back in the game. Hopefully there isn't any sort of chain takedown instant kill animation other than obviously the assassin ability, but we're not going to talk about that because I'm just not going to use it. But anyway, this combat does look a lot better than Valhalla's hack and slash, meaning yes, maybe you can kill guards whenever you want, but if you are surrounded, you will get hit. No guard is going to wait their turn to attack you, and that is a good thing. It will mean that players will have to learn how each of their weapons work, how the guards move about, and of course, what is the best way to go about tackling a combat situation. Do you throw a smoke bomb and a runaway, or do you stay there and try to take down as many as you possibly can? I for one can't wait to see everyone's gameplay clips of them taking on 100 guards at once, whilst I'm there struggling to just take on 10. Either way, it's an exciting new upgrade from Valhalla, and honestly, I'm glad they did this. In Valhalla, it was a bit annoying to just run in there with Thor's hammer and electrocute everyone, instantly kill them, no challenge, no reason really as to why you would have to fight them. But of course, with Mirage being a more stealth-based game, combat should always be a second option, and to have these certain types of moves and parrying abilities, it's great to see them in the game. And of course, we all know you have a massive Spartan kick for the players that just want to kick guards off the roof. Again, if you parry an attack and it is successful, that's when you can then do the kicking move. Now, again, this was just a quick, short gameplay informational breakdown video, but tune in the next couple of days where I'm going to be giving you a breakdown of all of the new skills that you can unlock through Mirage's story, and of course with those nice little tokens. Now guys and girls, I am running a giveaway for Assassin's Creed Mirage on my channel. It is for 2 copies of the deluxe edition on any platform you want, Xbox, PlayStation, PC. You know, if you win, you choose it, not me, it's down to you. But all you need to do to be in a chance of winning is make sure you subscribe to the channel. Number 1, like the video, that is just really helpful anyway, and comment down below whether or not the gameplay you've seen so far has you excited for the game and if you will be picking it up. But also, I want to know if you're not excited for it, and if so, why? Let me know down in the comment section down below. And of course, I hope you enjoyed the video, hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video.